We have so many cool projects to show you today. I'm really excited.
Yay!
If you make things and you've ever thought about selling them, this is an awesome video to get inspiration on ideas, on things that could sell really well. We're gonna talk through it. So you guys got our scrap wood and turned it into the coolest project. That was the prompt, that was the whole challenge for the whole box of scrap thing.
Coolest project wins. So for the second year in a row, we are judging the entries today for the Box of Scrap Challenge. The winner of the entire challenge gets a $250 gift card to a home improvement store of their choice.
And bragging rights.
And bragging rights. That might be the most important thing to some people. So
hit subscribe, ring the bell, that way you get notified next time we do this contest, because these boxes sold out so daggum fast.
Can I just tell you, within 2 hours, all of the boxes of scrap were gone.
Don't ever underestimate the members of this maker community. You guys are amazing and outstanding. Keep in mind, all of these projects were made with scrap wood. We're gonna show you some before and after, so it's gonna be pretty crazy, but never dismiss a piece of scrap because it could be turned into something amazing that somebody would be willing to pay money dollars for. So let's dive in.
All right.
All right, first up, we have second year participant, Nick Hodap. So he participated last year, he was one of our finalists last year.
Yes.
And this is what he started with this year. So this box is a little different. He got some walnut scraps.
Lots of walnut. If you look at this box right away, you can see some pretty big squares of walnut. We've got some walnut strips underneath that. So he must have gotten a box during a time when we were making some walnut charcuterie boards. That's what it looks like. And we've got, what, some glue ups going on here?
Yeah, so let's see what Nick turned this big box of walnut into.
Okay. Oh!
Yes. These are impossible projects.
What? Okay, so let's read his email. He has some descriptions here for us.
Hi, Jenny and Davis. Hi, Nick. Here's my entry for your box of scrap contest. The box was all walnut this time. I decided to make some brain teaser impossible projects and a dodecahedron puzzle box. Photos attached.
That's a big word.
Here's some info about each item. The impossible ring, so that's the one going through the wine bottle there. This is a solid walnut ring, threaded through a pair of holes in a wine bottle. The entire ring is cut from one of the boards you sent. That's cool. I did not cut the finished ring to place it through the bottle. So
Wait, what?
So how did he get it?
Whoa. So he didn't, okay, so the ring is through the bottle. I'm gonna Google this afterwards, and I need to know how he did this.
Aside from the holes which I drilled in the bottle using a diamond hole saw, there are no alterations to the bottle. So he didn't cut the bottle, and he didn't cut the wood.
Oh.
He cut the space-time continuum.
Whoa, this is some fourth dimension type stuff here. Interesting.
Anyway, you got me stumped.
Yeah.
The second one, the impossible cube and a 9-ball. This is a block of walnut that I glued up from 3 pieces. Then I cut out a cube and used a 2-inch Forstner bit to drill a hole through each side. The holes are smaller than the diameter of the 9-ball, which was not harmed when it took up residence inside the cube. And then number 3, the dodecahedron puzzle box is a 12-sided box that slides apart if you know the secret. I carved alignment J and D initials so the user knows how it should be reassembled. Aww.
Very nice, that's fun.
To construct this box, I resawed one of the walnut boards in half on the bandsaw and glued it together to make a larger board. Then I used a CNC with a 60-degree V-bit to cut the 2 halves of the box, which were then folded together with some glue. Oh my gosh, Nick, thank you so much. This is an awesome first submission. Man, you guys made it hard for us last time. I think this time's even harder.
Yeah.
Because everybody, oh my gosh. So, what a great first project to dive back into. Nick, thanks for playing again, and
Yes.
best of luck in the contest.
So-
Dude, these are the kinds of things that sell super well at craft shows. Like
Yeah.
the little trinkets and stuff. Or at least they get people to your booth and they get to stick around for a while. They pick it up, they hold it, they turn it over in their hands.
Right, if nothing else, it gives them something to hold and it gives them something to do, and they have an excuse to come to your table and stay at your table for a little while. So even if they don't end up like buying this little game, they're gonna stand there long enough that they'll probably buy something else from your table.
Or a really great sales technique is to have them hold your product, because then they think it's theirs, and there's a whole psychology in that. But if they can pick up a puzzle first, and then you swap that out with something else that you've got for sale, there's your conversation starter. So anyway, great ideas, awesome job, Nick. Thanks for submitting.
This one was fantastic.
Yeah. All right, so the next one we have is from Anonymous. This is what they started with. If this is your project,
Please comment below and let us know who you are. I know we replied to the email. So this is what they started with. Looks like they got a lot of offcuts from cutting boards and a board. I see a board in the background, so I think they got an entire cutting board and then a chunk of white oak.
Yeah, so let's see what they turned into.
Alrighty. Ooh.
So they made a pencil caddy.
That's pretty.
They said he made a pencil caddy for his wife for her desk. So this,
Very nice.
I love the use of the pattern. Like I love how chaotic and random it is.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, this is much harder to do than it looks because the patterns on our cutting board cutoffs are not random. They're very
Each one is
very consistent.
Yes, has the exact same pattern.
So the ability to make it random like this, there was a lot of thought that went into each layer and where do I put it and how much do I offset it and everything else. And then there's no gaps here.
Right.
All those cutoffs are different widths and sizes. So the fact that they're all even and consistent is really remarkable.
They had to cut down a lot. They had to do a lot of sanding, and I don't
Look
think
at
you
the
realize.
side with the white oak and the walnut.
Right.
It looks really good.
Right. Like you don't realize how many glue ups went into this to make this.
Great job. Please let us know. We'd love to give you credit.
Yes.
All right, on to the next one. So Aaron and their dad worked on this one. So
Okay, so looks like in their box they got a little bit of walnut. They got some walnut strips. They got some white oak. They got a little bit of everything in this box, honestly.
remember a couple videos ago where I was trying to show the difference between like masking and not masking?
Yeah.
With like blue painter's tape and
Yes,
stuff?
yes.
So one of the clips in there, I pulled a piece of wood out of the scrap bin and engraved the state of Texas, once with masking and once without to show the difference. And I guess that piece of
I guess we
scrap
just
ended up in a box.
Threw it into the scrap bin and it ended up in the box and they got it and there she is.
Anyway, so I say all this because Aaron turned it into
Oh, nice.
a drinking set.
Oh, cool.
All sorts of stuff. So,
Oh,
but the cool,
that's fun.
Yeah, I want you to see at the bottom of the little glasses there, he kept the Texas engraving. So
That's
that was
super fun.
That was really cool to include that. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, so Aaron and his dad made a adult beverage set. Let me read the.
Yeah. Let's see what he said.
Aaron says, here's my entry for my box of scrap challenge. In my box, I started with a lot of white oak cutoffs from your tables. I decided to do a theme of an adult beverage package. Very cool. I planed them down and turned them into a beer flight board. To go with that, I glued up some of the smaller chunks of walnut, white oak, and the ends of maple and cherry and made some flight glasses and a shot glass. Awesome.
Yeah, I like this. So going through everything, you can see the smaller circular bottle opener and then the longer one with a hole that looks like you could hang on something or put on a keychain or something like that. That's really cool. And then to go on and make a whiskey smoker. This is like an all-in-one kit, which I think would sell really well.
Oh my gosh.
That's super cool. Like you could sell all these separately for sure, like the openers and the shot glass or the glasses or whatever. Those would sell separately, but you could also sell it in a big kit where you like kind of give it a package pricing. Mm-hmm. So everything is priced individually, and then if they buy the full package, it's kind of like they'd get a little discount on each thing. So you could definitely sell this, and it looks really nice.
People love this kind of stuff, this all-in-one cohesive theme like package.
Yeah.
This would look really good on like a bar cart or somebody's wet bar at home. So anyway, awesome job, Aaron. Amazing projects.
I really like that mug.
Cool.
It's super colorful.
I like the little bottle openers.
Yeah, those are
cool.
fun.
Anyway, great job, Aaron. Best of luck.
Yes. All right, so our next project comes from John. This is the box he got, so it looks like he got lots of little cutoffs. So he got lots of smaller walnut cutoffs, strips from the edges of cutting boards. So his box was a lot of smaller pieces. So I'm curious to see what he did because he's got, some really pretty colors to work with, but it might require a little bit of gluing. So let's see what he did. Oh!
This is a phone speaker box. So you know how like when you're listening to music on your phone or whatever and it's kind of tinny and it doesn't sound all that great? There's little boxes you can make that amplify the sound. It just gives it an echo chamber and it makes it louder and it makes it sound better. And he built one of these out of all the walnut, cherry, and maple scraps. And I think that's so cool because it looks so great. Like it's got curves, it's like pillowed.
Yes. And I know that's not easy to do. So it looks like a
all.
real speaker, but it's solid wood. And he even got a little inlay in there. And he sent us a video of him testing it out so we could hear what it sounded like. And
Made a big difference.
It made a big difference, and he picked a great song to test it out on too.
We play it, but we can't get copyrighted on the video.
Copyright and YouTube and such, but
bonus points for picking a great song.
Yes, it was a really good song.
But yeah, this is another cool thing that like people just don't even know that that's a thing. And when you show this at like a craft fair, or you put it in somebody's hands and you show, like you can physically show them how it makes their phone sound so much better, they'll say take my money, and they'll just buy it immediately.
And this is a really cool product because it's easy to show how it works, like there at the craft fair. Pull out your phone, be like, you hear it now? All right, well now listen to it in the speaker box. So it's literally a before and after of your product, which is really cool.
Yeah, so this is something that could sell really well. This is something that once you made half a dozen of them, you can get really quick at making them.
Yep.
And again, you can even make them out of scrap lumber. That doesn't even need to cost you anything. And then it's 100% profit at that point.
Right,
so,
this does not look like it was made out of scrap wood. It looks really nice.
No. So anyway, great job, John. Really cool project and would sell really well.
Yes.
Next up, we have Christina. And Christina got a lot of really nice cutoffs. So this is from the bottom of our cutting boards. We make our cutting boards all the same like
length and width.
And so these are just the cutoffs from the bottom of every board. Absolutely nothing wrong with the lumber, but we just end up with a bunch of little tiny strips that aren't worth our time to do anything with. So we throw them in a scrap box for you guys.
Yep, because we can't reuse them. We can't, unfortunately, glue them all back up and make like a new cutting board because they're too skinny and thin. So, yeah, let's see what she did. Boom.
I was gonna play some really cool Star Wars music. If you don't know, this is the Star Wars thing. So these are the two emblems from the two fighting factions in Star Wars. And she made this awesome split between the two. So it looks really, really cool.
Yes, absolutely. And I love how she stained them too. I love the colors in this. The red and the black and the dark brown, and then the light of the maple looks really, really pretty. And then she's got some, must have used a CNC, right, to do that on the edges. Yeah. That looks, especially if you went to like a Star Wars themed show, I think this would sell super well. I already know of 2 friends who would buy this. Immediately. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Even if it wasn't a Star Wars themed show, if you get anybody who's remotely interested in it, this would be an amazing gift.
It was kind of funny when she sent this picture of the shelf with all the Star Wars Lego stuff. I thought it was a picture of one of our friends' shelves because our friend has almost those same Lego sets on a shelf. Anyway, Star Wars people, this is for you. This is an awesome, really cool project. Super creative.
Yeah, beautifully done.
And to finish us off was last year's winner, Benjamin Van Kirk. Thanks so much for playing again.
Yes.
This is what Ben started with this year, and he started with a cutting board, a bunch of scrap of the cut off ends of the cutting board, and a few chunks of white oak. We try to give a variety. I mean, it's not every time, but when we're packing the boxes, we try to put a little bit of everything in each box.
Yeah, so you can have different species to work with, because I know a lot of times, like, you do want to work with the colors when you get the box of scrap. Part of what makes it look so cool is if you can have variation. So, we try to pack in some variation. I'm curious to show you what he did, because you're probably wondering, like, did he just glue up all the offcuts, or did he just work with the one solid cutting board he had?
Yeah. So if you didn't see his submission from last year, he won last year. He made this awesome, I'm not even gonna tell you what it is because I want you to go see the video.
Yeah, go watch the past video to see what he made last year.
But I'm really excited to show you what he did this year, and he made this.
Ta-da! All right, read him what he said in the email.
So Jenny Davis, I hope this finds you well. Really excited, really enjoyed the box of scraps. This project is for Bruce. Our dog's name is Bruce. Dogs and pets are family too and need a table. I was able to take these cutoffs and create a floating dog bowl table that I hope makes Bruce proud.
And it is beautiful.
So check this out. He used all the offcuts and like the different heights. So not only it's floating, so it's like cantilevered over, but also there's a really cool design underneath.
It kind of gives me like, kind of reminds me of Minecraft, like the very blocky, stacked look. That looks really cool. And then if you look really closely, where the bowls sit in, like the table part, is the cutting board. So we used all the cutoffs on the bottom and then used the board itself where like the bowls sit. So it's like the same cutting board that we use in our kitchen, like Bruce can use and eat off of as well. I think this would sell really well because it is crazy how much money people will spend on their pets.
Kids and pets, people will not hesitate to spend money on.
Yep, and I'm guilty of that as well. I see something and I'm like, oh my gosh, Bruce would love this. This would be fantastic. And
Do you see this?
you see, look it. Would you drink out of this? Would you eat out of this?
He's like, I'll eat out of anything.
Look it. Read. See what he said? Yeah?
It's okay, sound it out.
Sound it out. Dogs and pets are family too. He says 10 out of 10 would eat and drink out of this. Okay, thank you. That's all we needed. Go fetch.
Awesome job, Ben. Thank you so much for entering again. And now we have the... Thanks, buddy. And now we have the very difficult job of trying to judge a winner out of all of these.
Yes.
So we're going to deliberate and talk, and we'll be back with you shortly. Okay.
Okay, I think we got it.
After much deliberation,
Oh, these are so hard to judge. This for the second year in a row, you guys have made this really difficult because you're so good at coming up with creative ideas that just wow us every time.
Last year we did this, I lost a night of sleep the day the YouTube video went public just because I was so like distraught. That,
You're just like, they were all so good, but I had to pick three, and then I had to pick one.
I'm gonna do that again. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Oh, okay. So in third place, so again, the criteria for this year was cool. And so there's a couple different ways you could interpret that. Starting with the third place winner, Erin Grace. Your drink kit can keep us cool.
Yes. It looks cool and it can keep us cool
throughout the hot summer. So awesome job. I know you and your dad spent a lot of time working on this. Just incredible projects. I love that you kept it all on one theme.
Yep.
This is just a really cool, attention-grabbing drink set. And anyway, just awesome. Congratulations. Third place goes to Aaron and his dad.
Great work.
Second place, equally as cool. Well, a little cooler because it's second place.
And that's gonna go to John. This speaker was so cool because it's, everybody thinks of phone speakers and they're, electronics and they're really like technologically advanced, but this is something that's really simple.
It makes a big difference even though it's low tech. So This is something that would really grab somebody's attention. You can clearly show them before and after how it solves a problem. And I don't know, we're biased, we're business owners. We really like things that grab attention and can solve a problem really fast.
Yes.
So,
and it just looks beautiful.
Yeah, so second place goes to Jean.
Really great job, love this project.
And for first place.
Drum roll, please.
This was really hard. This was such a difficult competition. Everybody did a great job. Everybody deserves to win, but Bruce needs kibble, so I can't give everybody a gift card. First place goes to Nick Hodap.
This was such a cool concept, making these like mind games. We're still in awe of how they work. We still don't know. We're gonna have to look it up after this, but this really grabs people's attention because they first look at it and they're like, oh, that looks cool. Wait a second, how did you do that? And so it draws in their attention for at least a good 30 seconds just trying to figure it out. And especially if you're selling things at craft shows, that's exactly the response you want to elicit from people.
If you can confuse people and make them forget that they're at a show or they're shopping on Etsy or they're doing make them forget the rest of the world exists and they're just fixated on your one thing, that's cool. That's grabbing their attention. So congratulations to Nick. You have won the prize and the gift card. We'll be in contact with you, so please check your email. But congratulations. Please, everybody in the comments, if you watch to the end, please let everybody in the comments know how awesome their projects were.
So thank you to everybody who participated in this year's Box of Scrap Challenge. You guys impress us every single year.
Hit subscribe, ring the bell, that way you get notified next time we do this contest, because these boxes sold out so daggum fast.
Can I just tell you, within 2 hours, all of the boxes of scrap were gone. Within 2 hours of the video going live.
So if we ever do this again, you don't want to miss out. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, watch our videos, and we will see you on the next one.